Jhun, who is the behind the scenes with Ryan Jhun, multi-hit K-pop producer. Please give it up once again for
Thank you.
So just a quick introduction about this guy right here. He has been involved, whether you knew it or not, he's probably been involved in a lot of K-pop songs that you guys have heard or truly love. He's been part of 2 #1 hits for EXO. Any EXO fans? #1 hits for Shiny, for Taeyeon, Lee Hyori. Okay, we got old school fans in the house too.
Hustle, you know.
Top 10 hits for the likes of Red Velvet, for IOI, and he's done things for just so many awesome groups, and such varied groups. NCT Dream, Super Junior, AOA, U-Kiss, Girls' Day, G-Friend, the list goes on and on. FX, New East, TVXQ, Girls' Day. Just, it really is amazing to see how many different artists you've worked with, and I'm really excited to get to kind of give you guys a little look into his mind. And so we're gonna kick it off with some questions. We're gonna play a little game where he's gonna tell us behind the scenes of some of his biggest songs, and then we'll leave it up to you guys to ask questions as well. So thank you again for coming out.
Thank you.
So, you know, first and foremost, can you just tell us about the journey of getting even into K-pop production and working into this world?
Okay, so I was born in New York. I was born in Seoul, South Korea.
Korea, and then
when I was 15, I was moved down to New York. And my journey just started that time because I was listening to Korean music back in the day, but after I came to America, you know, I listened to so many different genres of the music, and I was really into it. But at that time, you know, like Korean parents is really strict, and you know, like okay, you playing music, you trying to become an artist or like musician, you're not gonna make money out of it, but long story short, I was just following my dream, right?
Yeah.
And then
hands up if your parents told you something similarly. Yeah, I get it.
So I was, you know, accepted by like bunch of different music school, but since my parents was, you know, like not to go there, I would start working after 20 when I was 20, and then. Just working here and there, but I was keep on like dreaming about my career, right? So, okay, it's such a long story, right? I need to tell you guys like over 38 years, but make it short, this was keep on dreaming and dreaming, was preparing it, right? So when I was 26, 27, I had a demo. I just made a song myself, spreading it to all the label here and there from New York and like LA, right? But since I was no one, so no one accepted my demo, I was like, you know what? Since I'm Korean, let me just give a shot. So I moved down to fly out to Korea with $200, and then just spreading all my demo in Korea. But still, they kind of all the label thought that like this guy saying that he's from US but speaking like broken English, even I have a heavy accent with Korean accent, right? So this guy's like, you know, like maybe fake, but like it was 2009, right? SM label, they took all my demo, and the person who's in charge from SM is like, you want to see me like this guy is real or fake. So he booked my ticket, we came down to New York together. After he saw what I do from New York, right? I show him the studio, I show him like our writing session here, there, and he's like, oh, you know what, come back to Korea. And then he signed up, he signed me to SM for 5 years. So that's how I started career. Yeah.
And you were a K-pop trainee? Just kidding. You're a producer. Amazing. I mean, yes, and that just goes to show, you know, like, did you ever kind of get down on yourself, because it sounds like it was a long time coming, you know.
It took about like to become how do you call it, make my dream come true over 15 years.
Yes.
So it took a while, but you know, I'm still hungry to.
That's it.
You know, go on more higher and higher. You know.
That's it. That's it. Yes, and you know, so do you feel like you are living your dream now?
Yeah, I'm still happy. I'm blessing, and I try to like do my best for all the artists out there, and for our writers and producers and stuff like that. You know.
Amazing. So take us a bit through your process when you eventually create a song. Are you being reached out to by a label? Do you have artists in mind that you reach your songs out to? How does it typically work?
So my K-pop producing career is about 8 years now. Before, I was chasing all the label here and there, right? Please listen to my song, and then I was start with, I'm pretty sure like 2 years ago you met Denzel, like one of my producers. We start with our company, Market Entertainment, we start with 3 producers before. Now, it's like over, what, almost like 10 years, but now we dealing with like over 100 producers. So, these days, like all the label come to me to asking demo.
Really?
And we try to, how do you call it, like a tailor, right? We try to customize artists for like Shiny, you know, like EXO, like Taeyeon and stuff like that.
Right. Amazing. So when you're creating music, even in that sense, are you thinking, do you get the request for a solo act, girl group, boy band, and then you have to kind of create, does it change the way you make music if you know what the artist is or who they are?
Actually, like company, like that you guys know, right? Always asking for the lead. Hey, can you make something like this, something like that, whatever. But the funny thing is, all my producers and me, we try to listen to the client, which is label, but me and my producers always try to creating music as a crowd, like you guys. What if we deliver this song? Am I going to like it? You know?
Yeah.
You know, so so when we listen to when we try to aiming the artists here, like for example, most of the recent song from Taeyeon, Something New.
Oh, who heard Something New? Yeah.
Right. So one of the really famous producers from US, his name is Jhun. We discussed about the song. Hey, the solo artist is coming out from SM, Taeyeon, like first generation. I think she is like fit on like urban, like hip hop vibe, like you know, like soul music. And then we started off like trying to create it, like you know, based on our idea. But again, I hate to say this, but we're not trying to listen to the label. Because like always, the label gives us a lead, but it never works. But as I said, like me and my producers trying to making music for like us, like so I'm like, how do you call it? I don't know the terms of English, but like in Korean terms called like 덕후, you know, like odaku, like
who can translate?
Who can translate odaku? Otaku, right? So again,
Like obsessed with something.
Oh,
like I'm obsessed as a fan.
Ah, okay.
What if this artist is singing our song?
Yeah, and you want to be a fan of the song.
Right.
So actually so then my next question leads nicely into my next question. What is there one song, if you had to choose, that you're most proud of creating in your career?
Always when we think really like deeply, it's kind of hard to make songs, but I have some silly like happening before that you know EXO Love Me Right.
Oh, yeah, we know Love Me Right. Just love me right.
So on 2014, me and all my producer team getting down together and writing a bunch of songs for SM artists, right? At that time we wrote like Taeyeon I, like Red Velvet Dum Dum, even like NCT, I forgot the name of our song. Dream? Right, Dream and Love Me Right. So
my first and last.
So they're requesting for EXO single, so we had a discussion, but we didn't have that much idea. And then one of the guy, the person who wrote a song for girls' generation you think. So this guy who was eating sundubu, right? So we had a like lunch together, and this guy was humming it, like he was saying, sundubu, sundubu. I was like, yo, that's really good hook. So we start writing it. Right? So that song became like Love Me Right, you know?
Wow.
That was like one good happy.
Inspired by Lunchtime.
Right.
One of the great, that's one of my favorite EXO songs.
Thank you.
And in my opinion, a perfect pop song. So there you go. The secret behind can be as simple as lunch sometimes. Oh, that's amazing. Well, do you have any other like fun studio stories with any of the artists that you've worked with?
With artists?
Yeah, with the artists, or any time that someone really surprised you, or really had a funny moment.
Okay, so I have so many like scenes before, right? But it was fun, but it was worst time ever I had about Produce 101 Nayana.
The theme song?
Right, theme song. And that time I was recording, checking each artist's voice, about 89
voices?
artists, right? I mean 89 trainees. So that was a nightmare to checking all the artists' vocal, right? So I was checking. I remember Kang Daniel was.
Kang Daniel. He's here this weekend.
Right. I think they're gonna be on the show
tomorrow. Yeah.
Right.
Who's excited for 101? Yeah.
So it was 89 kids was like checking the voice. I was just checking individually, but I was like, you know what, forget it. So like line up like 5 to 7 and heard the song like every like 3 seconds. Hey, sing this. Okay, you pass, you out, you in, you out, like that. So
dang.
So I remember filtering Ong Sung-woo was I picked it, and then Lee Jae-hee picked it. Kang Daniel wasn't actually, I wasn't picked in. So that was a really like fun night to recording. It took about like almost like 15 hours to record everything, but we didn't take that much, but it took a while.
Did they, is that, when you're talking about the individual voices, is that a different person taking the time to record individually?
Right, individually.
They put it all together? Or
but now, after I filter, about 15 to 20 kids was a recording after I picked each my favorite voice, you know.
So that's the secret.
Right.
It's not all 101 or 80.
Right.
Amazing. But you were happy with the results.
Yes. I'm happy that they really doing really good work these days.
Yes.
I'm so proud of that they're playing the show tomorrow, you know?
Yes, exactly. And then do you have a best memory with an artist, or one where you realize, oh, they really are a great musician, or they really blew you away with their singing or their rapping or their talents in that way?
Again, like so many memories, but I'm sorry to, I feel sorry about Shiny. Jhun was passed away. Actually, I was start with him. So Jhun was helping me a lot of different time when we were recording, because we had a couple songs did it together, and he was writing one of our songs too. Shiny, The View. He wrote a lyric for me. So I still miss him, but we spoke to him. I spoke to him. I was just having a relationship together back in the day, but that was sad and the moment I had during my career.
Yeah, but he still left that lasting impression on you. It sounds like.
Yeah. He was really good artist. I still miss him.
Yeah, no, he was an art. We miss him, of course, but his memory lives on thanks to stories like that, for sure. Yes, and too, something that I've kind of noticed, I feel like K-pop is very unique in this way, where fans will not only become fans of the artist, but also become fans of the producers. Right. Do you have your own fan base, or do you have a fan army that come to you, or?
You guys are my fan too, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, you guys are here, right?
Thank you for support. Yes, also I have some fan based in Korea.
Yeah.
But I don't want to like take it. I don't want to tell. How do you call it? I don't want to say that you guys are my fan because I don't know the terms of English. But always when I meet fans, we always friend because I'm not a like famous, like celebrity or anything. Yes, sometimes like people following my Instagram, asking question here there, but I never act like I'm like celebrity. Like. But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. So the fandom is called Ryan Friends.
Ryan Friends, right?
I like that.
I mean, people like I had a speech, like some sort of a panel yesterday from Korea, like from like about 1,000 kids was like listening my career, and we were talking about self-esteem and like a pride. So I was just explaining based on my experience. But kids always asking the question, hey, I'm trying to follow my dream. How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna follow my dream and stuff like that? But again, people asking not like silly question, people asking about you guys, like personal like question or like issue about dream, whatever. Always answering you guys' question. So like email me or text me or Instagram me. Like I do my best to answer you guys' question.
Yeah, he Instagrammed me this morning.
Right.
Yeah. We were talking on Instagram DM. Very friendly, very friendly.
Right.
So we appreciate that too. Just not only that you kind of can be personable in that way, but also just share inspiration. So I want to say thank you for doing that as well. Now, Ryan, recently you gave an interview, and I don't know if you guys saw this in the press a bit, but you chose 9 K-pop idols to make the ideal K-pop boy band. And I have them here.
Okay.
You chose EXO Suho, Chanyeol, and Kai. We agree with those choices? Are we feeling okay about those choices? We also got Nuis's Baekhyun, NCT's Mark, right? Love for Mark. SHINee's Minho, Onyu, and Taemin.
Ooh, Taemin fan there.
Yeah, I see you. And then 101's Lee Dae-hui. But I'm wondering if you had to pick a 10th idol to add to this group, what would be the one male idol that you would add that has impressed you recently?
You guys not gonna spreading my word, right? When I pick the favorite one?
It's all in love, it's all in love.
Just pick one.
If you could add a 10th member, maybe you could pick 2 if you really
I would say I want to put Taemin.
From SHINee?
From SHINee.
You already picked him.
Oh, okay.
That was in your initiative.
Oh, okay.
He was the 9th one.
Who? Key? Let me see. My favorite. I want to put one guy from Pentagon. Pentagon, one of a member who wrote a song.
Oh, Queen.
Right.
I just met those guys. They're awesome.
Actually, I met him at the airport and in the plane. I just like looked at him and I wanted to say hi, but I'm kind of shy, right? Okay. I just walked away.
You didn't start making music?
But they kind of recognized me, but like, again, like I'm kind of shy, right, to say hello to the artist. I was like, okay, whatever.
Well, I hope you get to meet them here in New York.
Okay.
On the other side of things, what female idols have recently impressed you or that caught your eye?
There's so many good artists out there, right? But my favorite, always like number 1 to me is Jhun from IOI.
Oh, really?
She's very talented. Like good personality, always like positive and like confident.
She seems like a good ball of energy.
Right. Good energy. So always trying to, like I speak to her like once in a while.
Oh, really?
And we like chatting each other like Kakao and talk about music and talk about her future career. So she called me as like Uncle Ryan. Like, why don't you call me Oppa? But like Uncle, like, Uncle Ryan.
I love that. Can you give us any hints about Somi's future career?
There's nothing like secret from JYP, but I think she's still like developing herself. Maybe soloist. I always like asking JYP too, like why don't you guys make Somi as a solo artist? But I think she's preparing for like group, maybe like solo very soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Right.
Are you gonna do the debut single?
I'll try.
Yeah, you'll try.
I'll try.
Sounds good to me. Now, I'm kind of curious about this. As a producer, do you work? Your work goes to a lot of different artists. Have you ever considered? And you do have a company that you are a CEO of. But have you ever considered making music under your own name or as an artist yourself, or is it more about working with different kinds of people?
Right. So people. Okay. I used to writing song like each song, right? But now I'm dealing with so many different producers. Like I'm pretty sure you guys met like London Noise, like
The Noise. We saw them last year.
Like I'm like a little bit step back from writing song. Like I'm producing, like how do you call it? Like coordinate the outline, like giving lead and helping, or like doing a touch job. Hey, change this chorus, change this hook, change this melody. So I'm doing a more towards to like producer job these days, but I have a like different position too. That I don't know, you guys heard about artist name called VAV.
VAV.
So,
I saw you in a photo with that.
Right. So I'm CEO of the company. So I'm developing my own artist with VAV, and then next year I'm going to make debut with Girls Idol too. So stay tuned.
So that's almost putting yourself into your own groups, or it's a bit more personal to you then.
Right.
Your groups.
Right.
Amazing. Any VAV fans here? Yeah.
Thank you. Please support. we're like kind of rising these days. I mean, like Korea is like slowly go up, but pretty popping in Brazil and Europe.
Hey, Brazil. Yeah.
So this is my own company, so I can give you guys a hint that we're going to have like a reggaeton vibe of like reggaeton style, right? We're gonna drop the album very soon, like September, October, around that time, like double single. You guys gonna like it, trust me.
Come back on its way. I love it. Well, can you give us any hints of other things you're working on coming up soon, or anything you're really excited about that's coming out soon?
Like, I had the UNB coming out.
Yes.
We did collaboration with London Noise and me.
Oh, amazing.
So it's gonna come out very soon, and one of a Chinese China pop like artist called Next is coming out soon, and so many. Like bunch of stuff's coming out, so I'm gonna keep posted on Instagram, so you guys can check it out together.
And real quick, what is your Instagram in case people want to tag you right now?
Okay, if you don't have my ID, it's like RYANSJHUN.
Ryan S.
So holla at me,
And then before we get to a little game I've created, what advice would you give? You've been talking very inspirationally and very aspirationally, but what is your top tip maybe for someone who wants to get specifically into K-pop production or music production in general?
Like advice or
yeah, like number one tip you think? Like what's the skill that they need to work on the most? No, if you want to be like a producer like yourself.
So I'm pretty sure you guys interesting to listening K-pop, or I'm pretty sure some of them trying to become an artist or like try to become a like songwriter, producer, writer. But if I give tip, please don't give up, right?
Yeah.
Just follow your guys' dream and follow your dream. I'm telling you, like, there's nothing impossible in this world, right? Because like me, people think that I'm like very like genius or like smart to writing song, whatever. Are you bored? I'm sorry. but I was trying every day, right? Never give up my dream. So like me, I always like focus on a result, right? I never thinking about progress. So whoever trying to like, it doesn't have to be like songwriter or artist or whatever you guys wanted to do. Please don't give up and follow your guys' dream. Like just listen to your heart and it's gonna happen. Like I guarantee you.
Oh, right, that was I love that. So, I prepared some of your most famous productions on screen right here. And what I would personally love, but there's no pressure to, is because they're chosen at random times. If you would know the words to what's coming up next and to sing along. Otherwise, we'll just talk about the stories behind everything else, okay? So, I don't know, can you see the screen? All right, and here we... Oh no, where's my audio? My game is ruined. Nice mesh up with Well, so this was obviously you kind of told us a bit of the backstory behind it, but what was your reaction to seeing the 98, 101 people all perform it on stage like this?
When I saw this, the first performing, I was in Japan. And then as soon as I heard it, like I was almost crying because sometimes I'm emotional too, right? So when I recorded it, I was like pretty fed up and like so like mad because this kid not singing properly and how am I gonna record it like 101 kids, right? But as soon as I saw it, I'm like, whoa, okay, they did really good work. And the Mnet, the person who's in charge for the Mnet producer hit me up the other day, or actually that day. Hey Ryan, congratulations, here's a video link. And I was watching that video. I was sitting in the bus and I was like, I hate to say this, but I was just crying a little bit.
Crying on the bus?
Yeah. Made my tears.
It happens. Guys, sorry for this technical difficulties. Any other thoughts on 101 while I try to... give me one moment to try to figure out this audio situation. I'm terrible with technology. Any fans of Samuel in the crowd? There he is. Let's see. Anyone have any bright ideas? Anyone know how this works? Wait a minute. No. What'd you say? Let's check this out. Oh, wait. Yeah! All right, we'll move on. We've talked a lot about that. All right, number 2. No. There's your girl.
I like this song.
How did this song come about? That awesome 90s sample that you guys kind of reinterpreted.
Actually, Linda Lindell, the original song is the 1960s, I believe, right? 60, 70, around there. So, man, like we put so many efforts on this song because we try to give them like a really dynamic vibe. And try to, because personally my favorite song is like retro music and disco.
Oh, really?
So we already wrote 2 different songs in one track, but something was missing. So the original producer gave me some sort of idea that, hey, why don't we just sampling some song back in the day, which Korean K-pop never tried it before. So personally, I wanted to do like something new, like never done it before. So this is like first time that, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like K-pop, one of K-pop never sampling the song before. So we put Linda Lundell, like the What a Man, like original like song sampling as a hook. So that song is technically 3 different songs in one song, into one, right?
Did you ever hear from the original artist? Is that En Vogue?
I'm sorry?
Hey, did you ever hear from the original artist? Did they hear the song?
They really liked it. We
Yes.
had some original producers and
Very
writers.
important license.
They really loved it.
Great! Oh, good, good, good. All right, next up on my list. Oh wait, this is your guy Mark. So NCT Dream, this was the song that really got me to be like on Team NCT Dream.
Okay.
And so I'm really happy that you created this and had a part in it. How did this come about? What was the concept behind the song?
So this song was we had a like song camp in Korea with SM. This one was we created like very first song with our team. So me and my producer, Justin, his name is Justin, we did the track together, and then another songwriter as an artist, August Regal, he wrote a melody. So when we were creating that song, hey, there's new rookie group coming out soon from SM. So why don't we make something like very like kids vibe or like a Michael Jackson vibe, like melody track. So that's how we created.
Oh, I see the Michael Jackson.
We put a little bit elements of a Michael Jackson there too, you know?
I love that. Amazing. Thank you for that. All right, let's move right along to who we got. Let's do our
Yeah.
I'm actually curious what first and foremost what your reaction was when you saw the music video. Do you watch the music videos when they come out? Do you get I
was just waiting.
Early?
I was calling and said, hey, when is it gonna be released? Let me know.
When's it dropping?
And I'm a fan too, you know?
That's great. But tell us a little about this song in the background.
Yeah, that song produced by London Noise, and I gave them some sort of a beat. Hey, we always have a certain structure, like verse, hook, and like rap, like ordinary like section, right? So why don't we throw something? Why don't we just tweak the like a section that throws some different theme and start off with the like hook, like verse, whatever. So about 5 people wrote a song together. I was just helping to making like hook, you know, dun 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 dun. It's like never lyric wise.
Yeah.
All the top liners writing the lyric, but I always like humming it for them, like, okay, I like this, but I don't like it, you know. So even rap part, hey, why don't you throw this type of a flow? So her name is Deanna, who wrote a rap, but I was just helping it, right? Hey, just singing like this, like that, and then you know the top liners start writing out of it. So we put so much time on that song. So like it took about like 3 years. No, I'm sorry, 3 days to write.
3 years.
Not 3 years. Sorry.
And I believe we named it one of the best girl group songs ever on Billboard. So
I'm really proud of that.
It's an amazing song. And how much was the dum dum in your head before the song even came out? And then when it did come out, was it everywhere?
I mean, but sometimes when you guys listen to the song, like some of songs getting like bored, right? But as I said, when before we are writing a song, we always discuss together with writers and producers, hey, song cannot be old. Let's make some legend music. So I'm pretty sure, like there's Red Velvet has so many different good songs, but I'm pretty sure this song's gotta be stay longer. I think. What do you guys think? Right?
You still like it? You're still feeling it?
Like never get old, right?
Good, good, good. I got one more for you. One of the artists performing today. This is a special one. This is if you remember it.
I didn't know that they're performing on the stage.
Oh yeah!
Oh.
They give you that promotion. This is from their Super Show 6 DVD.
Oh,
but yeah, this was a while ago. This was almost, I think, nearly almost 10 years ago.
Almost.
When the song
that old
came out. No, not that. Maybe. But I think it was like 2010 when it originally came out. But what was it like working with the Super Junior guys, or what do you do when you create for the Super Junior?
I still like talking with Donghae, but I'm kind of surprised that they're performing at their concert.
They love it.
But this song, me and Denzel, I'm pretty sure you met him 2 years ago, right? So original song name was called Unbelievable. So like the original song was like how do you call it? Like, girl, you always like make me mad. Like you're such a like unbelievable girl. But the Korean lyric turned into different, like a really positive story. But when we wrote a song, we wrote it in Canada, like almost 10 years ago, right? Yeah, it was.
The melody still holds up. It's a great melody.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yes, well, Brian, we really, really appreciate you taking. I really appreciate the time you answering my questions, dealing with my videos.
Right.
Real quick, you guys know his social media, but we do want to take some questions from you guys in the audience. So feel free to come up to the microphone and ask away. And keep us ready.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Stephanie Alexis.
Hey, Stephanie Alexis.
Alright, so I'm a singer-songwriter, and my friend who couldn't make it today, his name is Malcolm, and he's a songwriter-producer, and we're actually cutting our first K-pop demo this week.
Hey.
I actually have some of it on my phone right now, but
Ooh, a secret premiere.
No, but so we're complete unknowns, even though our stuff is amazing, but no one knows we exist. So how do we get heard by people like you?
Ooh.
You mentioned your email, right?
Right. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can finding certain information like label, right? You can submit the song, but again, I'm pretty sure you can find my email address, so just send it to me.
Yeah, it's on your Instagram?
I'll filter it. Yes, just give me your email address and we'll take it from there.
I'll send you something.
Please. And I'll give you some advice.
Awesome.
Okay? Alright, so another question?
Oh yes, so he's an accessible producer, is all to say, But yes, please, do we have any other questions from the audience? And please feel free to line up around the microphone. We got a couple people coming up. We do. Come on over and don't be shy. This is too friendly of a guy. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. I saw you 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I've listened to a lot of K-pop demos. And I noticed a lot of them are in English, even though they're going to be out from K-pop artists. Is there any particular reason why Because even sometimes when like Lucifer that you produce, like it's not actual English, it's English gibberish.
Right.
So there's like a really beautiful sound in English. Is there a particular reason why?
Because all my writers not from Korea, right? So most of the song we wrote it in English first, and then we give to Korea, so they translate it. But most of the time we put some sort of elements for the original song, like Dum Dum. Even like Dum Dum, we put the Dum Dum there. Even Love Me Right. So like most likely, label using our hook in English, right? So that's how we create it. But again, I don't have that much Korean top liner or songwriter, so we don't have that much Korean demo yet.
So does
Most of stuff is an English demo.
it's usually when it's sent over to the label, the actual agency, that they'll kind of recreate some of the lyrics?
They recreate Korean lyric, but most of the time when we give them a demo, it's all English.
Interesting.
Sometimes I have a Spanish one too, but again, even original demo, we put the story there, right? That's how we do it.
What's your name, by the way?
Debbie.
Debbie. Hey.
Another question. But even when sometimes it's not actual English, sometimes it's English gibberish. Like it sounds like English, but it's not.
Most of our demo, we put the like exact word there, story of the song, right?
Hi, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is James.
Hey, James.
Can I ask a few questions?
Sure.
Okay. One is how much of like the artists do they have like an opinion in the song when you go into recording and whatnot?
Okay. To be honest with you, all the like starting rookie artists,
Yeah.
they don't have that much opinion, right?
course.
They're like a puppet. But once they get there, right? Once they become like little famous, whatever they sharing idea and listening to the like demo together and exchange all the like concern, like like sharing idea together. So most of rookie, yes, they don't have any
Choice.
They don't have any choice.
For the second question, what do you think about like incorrect English grammar in songs?
There's some words like that.
Yeah, there are a couple like that stand out. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't really have an example on hand. But
Like pronouns or incorrect word.
Sometimes there's phrases
Yeah,
that
phrases.
if you said them in English, they would come off a little awkward if you just said them, but in the songs, in K-pop songs, they are included, and no one
I
really
guess
asks
like is there like no one who checks like a editor to check like English grammar?
And yeah, I heard it sometime, right? They make it some new futuristic like English word once in a while. I'm like, what is that, right? But I don't want to say anything about that question because I don't know against different label, right? But as long as the label's singing my song, yes, I'll try to put like correct word there.
So you present your best,
Yes.
but ultimately it seems like it comes up to the agencies, the label.
Yeah, I had same feeling. I had same feeling last time. I'm like, I heard something. I don't want to mention the name of the song, but like, what is that? Like laughing, Oh, so embarrassing, But
Like K-pop is very international now, so
right.
English should be.
Yeah, we were talking about it. So we always try, even pronouns, like Korean. Sometimes Korean people have to say P or F or R or L. So instead of like saying rice, you gotta say rice. Like I always like fix that too. Even I speak like broken English, but at least I can figure L or R.
Right.
Alright, thanks.
Good question. Hello.
Hi.
A little different. Okay. Hi, my name is Kiko. To build on her question, what do you look for when you're looking at new songs or new people to join your team, like or I guess undiscovered songwriters? Like, what are you looking for when you want to like work with their music or add them to your songwriting stuff?
After 2015, there's so many writers and producers like submitting music. So once you email, like you guys have a demo, once you guys email your demo, our international A&R filtering it, and they always give you like a respond back to you guys like kindly.
Awesome.
Because the reason why we submitting demo, we receiving demo, we dealing with you guys because I was like you guys too. So don't wanna like how do you say? I don't like again when I used to sharing my demo to different labels, they always like closing the door.
Yeah.
So I know that feeling.
Yeah.
So these days I'm trying to help support writers and producers too. Like for example, Producer 101 Nayana, the guy who redo the track, he was a no one. Like he used to submit the song. So I kind of like developing it. So again, just feel free to like email you guys demo whatever. I'll tell you when it's bad. I'll tell you, hey, this is bad. Okay, this is good.
Well, that's awesome because like constructive criticism is like what we're actually looking for, and not a lot of people will even respond. So that's awesome.
Just put you guys feeling, just put you guys idea, and we take it from there. Again, nothing is impossible. Who knows, right? So just submit the demo and just tell me your like idea. We discuss it. We just exchange the information together, and we take it from there. Maybe I'll teach you guys certain chords, and hey, why don't you guys be singing like this, like that? Yes, I'm busy, but before I go to sleep, I always like checking my emails and submitting demo, hand it over to my A&Rs. I have 3 A&Rs to filtering all the music there. So yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Let me know. Okay. Hi.
Hello. My name is Kiriana. I've seen like demos jump between groups before. How do you decide who's gonna sing, or like why do you decide a different group is better for a song than another?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you tell me one more time?
So like, for example, I don't know if this is true or not, but someone wrote a song for Mama Boo, and then it was a demo by an English writer, but then G-Friend comes out and they're the ones that sing it instead. Like, how do you go through the process of determining who gets the song?
Is it your pick?
Like, sometimes producers, like company, the writers, right, hand it over like girlfriend. But again, the song is like a suit, right? Sometimes it's not fit for them, so they hand it over to different artists. Like for example, I recently released a Love Bug from G-Friend. Originally, we gave to Twice, but it didn't work out nicely. So you know what? Let me just give a shot with different artists, and we handed it over to G-Friend. They really liked it. It was really suitable for them, right? So again, like to me, for our company, when London Noise wrote a song together, like Four from FX and Shiny View, it was an opposite way. We wrote a song View for FX, and we wrote a song for Shiny, but it was switched because again, song is like a food, song is like a like soup, right? So we tried to like fit in for the artist, but it didn't work, so we just handed it over to different artists. So that's how it worked most of the time. Sometimes they didn't give us the proper money, so we just pull it out.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, interesting.
Hey Jeff and Ryan.
Hello.
I'm Andrew. I'm from a YouTube channel called Truly Daebak. And my question is, what artist outside of K-pop would you love to produce music for? Just like, it doesn't have to be like, it could be Japanese, Korean, American. Like, what's your dream like group to or artist to work with?
Okay. Like to me, I start when I was it was 2009, right? I'm Korean. I'm proud of that I'm Korean. So I was dreaming to like some famous artists from US to singing my song. But now, like it was kind of opposite way, right? So many famous producers, writer from state, they trying to give the song to K-pop. So I'm still dreaming to singing our song, like singing like even Thailand, even Japan, even like like China, Hong Kong, even US too. So starting next year, our team is going to slowly like submit the song US as well. And also trying to put Korean artists together, like doing a collaboration, like featuring, you know?
Yeah.
So, but
collaborations, yeah.
to be honest with you, like publishing, yes, when we write a song, we making money out of publishing, but like we always sharing the publishing together. So we not really focusing on making money from the music. That's just labels is making money. I don't care, right? But I'm not gonna lie. My dream is developing new like songwriters and producers, and also I have another dream that trying to like develop school to like a charity thing. You know, that's my dream.
A charity school.
We preparing for our future goal. So again, like from your question, yes, we trying to have some sort of expansion. Like we slowly doing it. I'm launching. Also, I open up my new company in China as well, with a group of called. We're not making any group name yet, but yes, we try to sharing our songs to international. You know?
Thank you very much.
All right.
Our final 3 questions.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. I had a question about something maybe like a little earlier in life, back when you were still trying to get companies to hear your demos. Where did you find the equipment or resources to create these tracks or these demos that you wanted to send to companies?
I'm sorry, can you?
Yeah, like before, back when you weren't signed by like a company or like under any label, where did you find the equipment or resources to create demos to send to these companies?
Like getting my own equipment and stuff like that?
Yeah, like
I was watching YouTube, right? But I was starting with one laptop with the program called Logic, and you know interface, like monitor, and just play around with the synthesizer. That's how I find it, and then now like I have my own studio. I have a bunch of different equipment, and still like practice and like study about the equipment. Yeah, but again, you know, when I was finding all the equipment, I was just watching over YouTube. It was 2006, 2007, you know, and I asked like people here or there, go to like Guitar Center or like Samesh. Hey, I'm trying to recording song, trying to like creating music. How am I gonna do it? You know, and ask people like idea and you know, asking them a question, you know, and stuff like that.
So it all starts with Logic on a laptop.
Right. And so if you need to start, buy laptop or desktop. Use the Logic or Cubase, Ableton, whatever, you know. Try to dig in YouTube as well. Alright?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Last 2 questions.
Hi, I'm Jill.
Hi.
I was curious what your thoughts are on the R&B remix of Dum Dum that Mystic Entertainment did, and did you have any part in redoing that song, or what did you?
Actually, no. I was like, once I heard it, I was like, whoa, okay. I like that song too, but I was like our original song too. Okay, I like original one. Yeah, with the dance. I like it. I really liked it. Yes. Okay.
Friendly.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, I recently came back from Nashville where I visited with my daughter who did a singing songwriting project with another student. And there they have a very deeply entrenched cultural network of songwriters who collaborate and work together. And they also have like brokers. So there's some well-established kind of song brokers that you can join an organization, or they have a songwriting association. And they were speaking of how that collaboration is so integral. K-pop, I don't know how it seems like such a new genre. Is there a network, or are there resources like Taxi is one songwriting kind of broker that's utilized in Nashville for country? Do they have any well-developed networks that people can join, songwriting associations that the K-pop community has created, or Taxi?
I know, that's a really good question, because like so many like people like your daughter trying to join the camp or join the like the music, trying to learn K-pop, whatever. Yes, it's really like lack of like this really bad system these days. But you know, I asked them too. Like so many international people trying to learn like K-pop, trying to learn dance, music here and there. But again, I don't know. You guys heard about Jasmine Clark? Some of them, you know Jasmine Clark? Like she's from LA. She trying to become an artist. So I asked her a question. Why don't you just join our camp, like a practice camp, like a month or whatever? But again, you know, I don't think there's a program like foreigners like your daughter.
One of the things you're doing, you have a camp. Is it in Korea?
Yeah, let me see what I can do. Just email me or throw a question. Maybe I can help you because like our company is pretty much like international. So we have like we have some program here and there too. So one of my friend's daughter will join. She's Korean, but she doesn't speak Korean at all. So we're gonna help her to learn experience about K-pop. So maybe your daughter can join.
Alright, well thank you.
Amazing. Well,
Email me, please.
Please give it up for Ryan and taking our time. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Follow Ryan S. Jhun on Instagram.
I really appreciate your time.
Oh, no.
And guys, again, you know, I really appreciate that you guys having time with me. Please support our song. Please support K-pop. And again, is it okay to take a picture with you guys?
Yeah!
All right? Spend time with me. So I'm gonna see you guys soon. I'm gonna be in LA too. All right?